have a question that I can't wait to ask you. Daniel Rosario. Daniel says, I think this is a scam.
Network marketing is a scam?
He just says, generally, I think this, whatever it is that we're doing, whatever we're talking about, is a scam. So what thoughts do you have for Daniel? Because I think, there's some people who take a look at network marketing and for whatever reason, they have a negative opinion of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure, just for clarity's sake, if Daniel's talking about this, our conversation, or if he's talking about network marketing.
I'm guessing he's talking about network marketing. That's just a guess.
Okay.
So let's just assume for a moment that he is talking about network marketing. What is your thoughts to Daniel, who is skeptical for whatever reason?
Well, the first thing I would say is, Daniel, it's amazing that you're here and even staying, we're several minutes into this dialogue now, and that you're here with Eric, who's the top authority in our profession globally. So there must be some curiosity, because usually below all criticism, and I want to preface it, is there is curiosity. So is network marketing a scam? So I'm going to pull out the history books for you a little bit. So back in the 50s, Eric's like, oh my gosh, where's she going with this?
Here we go. We're going deep.
So back in the 50s, franchising was thought of as it is a communist plot to take over America. So the first franchisees, they went through a lot of difficulty because people thought they were crazy. By the late 70s, it was very common for, people to go, oh, you own a franchise? Oh my gosh, you're an amazing person. You're so smart that you own that. And so it's interesting, but it took several decades for the view of franchising to change. The landmark thing for us was in the late 70s, Amway, which I'm not affiliated with Amway, and I'm very grateful to Amway. Amway went up against the FTC in the United States to make network marketing a legitimate profession. And so that ruling, and I don't know where you're from, hon, but so what happened in the United States is the FTC actually reneged on its initial lawsuit against Amway, and they decided it is legitimate. However, the following things must occur. Number one, there must be an exchange of goods and services. So network marketing, where people are doing some kind of a Ponzi scheme where, it's like we all invest this money and you're going to get money. That's not network marketing. It's not legitimate. Number two is that now in the current era, any network marketing company worth its measure must prove that over 80% of the people in the company are actually consumers of that product or service. So now that has happened. And so just like you can't go to a restaurant and have a bad meal and decide that all restaurants are bad, there have unfortunately been some salacious individuals who portrayed themselves and their company as network marketing companies that really weren't following that legislation. So the thing I would say to Daniel or any of the skeptics is this: where else is a stay-at-home mom going to earn enough money to pay for her child to go to daycare, to maybe eventually pay for her child to go to college, to be there like I am today when you've got a flu quarantine happening at school, and to know you can drop everything and go pick up your child if need be? I mean, where else is that going to happen? I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis back in 2000. Prior to that, I had been a manager for the largest health club chain in the world, and I was their #1 producer. I often worked 7 days a week. Sometimes it was 60 to 70 hours a week to make my sales quota. And when I got sick, I had to take a job part-time at a charity because I was too sick to work a full-time job. What other profession can a woman like me stay at home with her kids and make the professional income she's used to? It doesn't happen anywhere else, Daniel. So Daniel, what I would invite you to do, if you can let go of being critical and instead choose to be curious, I would suggest that you read books like go pro. I would suggest that you research that FTC legislation of what makes a legitimate company. I would take a look at the bipartisan committee that works with the Direct Sellers Association on Capitol Hill to decide the legislation for this industry. And then lastly, I would go to the DSA.org, directsellersassociation.org site. I would look at the statistics on the industry, and that's what I would say to him.